From giving birth in the coffin to glowing in the dark, here are 15 amazing facts about the human body. Number 15. Dead women can give birth. Yes, you heard it right. Babies can be born to mothers who have passed away. Known as coffin birth, this phenomenon is a completely natural occurrence when a pregnant mother dies. Sometimes her body will force the fetus out of the womb post-mortem, birthing a stillborn child. Typically during the decomposition of a human body, naturally occurring bacteria in the organs of the stomach produce gases as byproducts of metabolism, which causes the body to swell. The confined pressure of the gases can squeeze a dead woman's womb, and its fetus is contained within the uterus. It could be expelled from the mother's body in a process that mimics childbirth. Number 14. Humans are bioluminescent. Have you ever been told that you were glowing? Well, it turns out whoever told you that was not lying. According to a 2009 study conducted by Japanese researchers, human bioluminescence is visible light exists, but it's simply too faint for our weak eyes to notice. The intensity of the light emitted by the body is 1,000 times lower than the sensitivity of our naked eyes. Number 13. The brain eats itself when you diet. Bad news, dieters. Going hungry actually makes your brain eat itself. Scientists have known for a while that when a body becomes starved for nourishment, cells start eating bits and pieces of themselves. It's a process known as autophagy, and it's actually a normal part of the cell life cycle. It's how other cells get generated and energy during the tough times. But up until recently, it was thought that the brain was largely resistant to autophagy under these conditions. However, a group of researchers from Albert Einstein College of Medicine discovered that at least one part of the brain can self-cannibalize. Before we move on to number 12, go ahead and subscribe to our channel right now for more amazing upcoming content. Number 12. Astronauts grow taller in space. Do you sometimes wish you were just a little bit taller? Well, then you should have, leave your J job and become an astronaut. According to the NASA scientists, astronauts in space can grow up to 3% taller during the time spent living in microgravity. That means that a 6 foot or 1.8 meter tall person could gain as many as 2 inches or 5 centimeters while in orbit. Scientists have actually known for some time that astronauts experience a slight height boost during a months-long stay on the International Space Station. NASA is only now starting to use ultrasound technology to see exactly what happens to astronauts' spine in microgravity. Number 11. There are mites living in your eyelashes. Don't freak out, but there are bugs living in your eyelashes, and there's nothing you can do about it. No matter how often you wash your face and shower, your skin is literally crawling with microscopic insects called mites, and these tiny creatures have a fondness for hair follicles, especially on eyelashes and in the nose. There are more than 60 species of parasite mite, but only 2, Demodoex foliarum and Demodoex brevis, like to live on human beings. Number 10. Everyone has a unique tongue print. Everyone knows fingertips are unique, but did you know that our tongues also have unique prints and can be used for identification? There are a few things that make the tongue a great candidate for identification. First of all, every tongue is different in terms of certain aspects like shape and texture. It's also the only organ found inside the body that can easily be stuck out for inspection. Other forms of identification involve eyes or fingerprints, which are already exposed, whereas the tongue is well concealed and cannot be inspected without the subject knowing about it. Number 9. Human body has enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. It may be hard to believe it's true, but an average adult's body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. You may wonder who would ever want to try that out, but unfortunately history has taught us that human depravity has no limits. During the Nuremberg trials, it was discovered that Nazis had made soap from the bodies of dead people at the Stufol concentration camp in Poland. According to Sigmund Muzar, a laboratory worker in the Danzig Automechanical Institute, between 70 and 80 kilograms of fat collected from 40 bodies could make more than 25 kilograms of soap. Number 8. Your heartbeat synchronizes with the music you're listening to. Here's an amazing fact for all the music lovers out there. The beat of your heart actually syncs to the rhythm of the song you're listening to. In fact, one study found that music can actually help keep cardiovascular health by triggering physiology changes that modulate blood pressure, heart rate, and respiration. Luciano Bernardio, a professor of medicine at the University of Pavia in Italy, and his colleagues enlisted 24 volunteers, half experienced singers and half with no musical training, while participants listened to 5 random selections of Beethoven, Bach, Poussin, and other classical artists, as well as 2-minute segments of silence, monitored record physiological signals. The researchers found that selections with Cresca Notus, especially those with a series of them such as Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, led to proportional constriction of blood vessels and increasing in blood pressure, heart rate, and respiration. Number 7. 1/4 of your bones are in your feet. Your feet have